What's up, Skylar? This is Brian from Leadhounds. And just like we talked about, in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that Maverick Solar Services can start doing to bring in more customers through their website without having to pay for leads one at a time. So you might ask yourself, Brian, why are you spending so much time telling me how to do all this stuff for free? Can't we just go do it ourselves and take advantage of the extra business? Well, at Leadhounds, we strive to always provide value to our customers, no matter what the price is. And we really like to just give some value up front. So that's the purpose of this video. And what I find is that most businesses, especially small ones, don't have the time or resources to worry about perfecting their website or showing up on Google search results. So if you do, that's great. I hope you use what you learn here. But if you don't, and you like what you see, just give me a call or shoot me an email and we can talk about the next steps. Okay, so I mentioned those 3 strategies, but before we get into those, what are we talking about here? What's the goal of those strategies? And that's going to revolve around what's called buyer intent keywords. So that's basically words or phrases that people search for when they want to pay for a service. So for Maverick, I know you guys have a lot of different solar services here. So I just searched for solar panels Dallas, right? And one thing I've noticed is that the solar companies that do spend the money on SEO, they don't focus on the right keywords, right? I see them, I can tell they put in thousands of dollars, but they're showing up, the only thing they're showing up for is their business name, right? But if you're only showing up for Maverick Solar Services, that's a customer you've already sold to. You probably already called them, right? And that's not new business. So what these types of keywords are going to do is they're going to have new customers who are searching for you come into your website. Okay, so let's take a look at what came up when I searched for this. At the top, we have paid ads. So you basically pay Google, you get at the top. People, not too many people click on those. Then we have the map pack. We're going to come back to that. And finally, these are the organic rankings or the organic websites. So these are the sites that come up on Google without having to pay them anything directly. And these are where most of the website traffic is going to go. So here we can see some of the Dallas area competitors. We got Sunrun, DFW, but let's scroll down and look for Maverick. And on that first page, no Maverick. Now the second page, yeah, I still don't see Maverick. So you're not even on the first 2 pages of Google, right? That means you're missing out on all the people who are searching for stuff like this. Well, you got to ask, how many people is that really? Do I even care? And let's take a look. So this is a tool I use called Ahrefs. It gets search engine data. And down here we can see that keyword right here, solar panels Dallas. And we can see that that gets 1,100 searches every single month. And if you go down this list, got another 500 searches right there, another 150. So if you're coming up for all of these, that's literally thousands of people searching for your services. But if you're not showing up on Google, then they're never going to find your website, right? They're never going to click a link that's not showing up for the thing they're searching. So let's take a look at what you are showing up for. So I searched for Maverick Solar Services here, and we can see show up for 7 keywords. All right, so if you take a look at these, solar dealer program. So you're showing up for a few things, but number 1, your highest position is 22, which is at least like the 3rd page of Google. So nobody's scrolling that far realistically to find your website. They're going to click on something on the first page. And then on top of that, these aren't really buyer intent keywords, right? They're not searching in your area. And even this one that is in Plano, they already know about you. Like I said, Maverick Power, you probably already called those people. So you want to be showing up for those buyer intent keywords. Let's take a look at one of your competitors, DFW Solar Electric. I think they were in the first or second spot on that search results. So look at all these that they're at the top for. Solar Panels Dallas, 700 searches a month. Solar Dallas, another 700. We're already in the 2,000s of people every month searching for this stuff, and look where they are. They're in the top 5 for every single keyword. And if you look at this first one, for example, these are the search results. It says they're in the 4th spot, but look, they're really in the 2nd. You know, we got the local map pack there, we got the related questions, Sunrun, who's everywhere, and then DFW Solar, right? So they're getting a ton of website traffic from this keyword because they're in those top 3 spots. So how do you beat DFW or these top spots? And that comes back finally to those 3 strategies that I mentioned at the start of the video. The first of those is going to be what's called your on-site SEO, right? And that starts with your content. So what Google wants to see from their top businesses is around 1,500 to 2,000 words of content that actually uses those keywords you're targeting. So we can scroll down here, got some content in here, that's good. And we'll keep going. And you know, you guys have a decent amount of content, maybe like 500-600 words, right? But it's not quite hitting that mark that Google wants to see. And if we look at Solar Panels Dallas, so that doesn't show up at all, right? You don't have this actual keyword anywhere on here. And then on top of that, you know, the on-site SEO includes things like your images too, right? Your images should be using those keywords. So if I download this, save image, so this should use a keyword, right? That's an extra keyword you can put into your content that you don't even have to show to people, but Google's going to see it. And then there's a lot of other things you can do on the back end to make sure that your website is doing what it needs to get noticed by Google. All right, so let's take a look at that competitor DFW. So their content, if we scroll to the bottom, they don't have too much either, maybe only a couple hundred words. So that probably means they're beating you out in some other area. But it also means that in terms of the on-site content, they're going to be easy to beat. If we add those 2,000 words, add those keywords in, optimize the image in the back end, then we're going to be winning in the content department. Okay, so let's move on to the next strategy, which is called backlinks. So a backlink is when another website posts a link that goes to your website. And what that does is it tells Google that, number one, you're a credible business, right? If other people are talking about you, that means you're probably not just some random company who built a website. And number two, tells them that you're relevant to whatever that linking website is talking about, right? So if they're linking and they're talking about these keywords that you want to rank for, that makes that into an extra powerful backlink, and it's going to help you even more in terms of the search results. So we can see here that MaverickSolarServices.com has 3 backlinks. So we can go and look at that competitor DFW, and look, so they have 111 backlinks. So right there, that explains at least part of the reason that they're showing up at the very top of Google, even though their content isn't that good. What can we do about this? Well, we can take a look, and we can go to each and every one of these backlinks and go to this website and get a link from that website. And then we're going to be matching exactly what they're doing. And on top of that, once we are matching them, we'll add 100 more backlinks. So that way we're blowing them out of the water. And we can do that with a network of websites that LeadHounds built specifically for backlinking. And DFW is never going to be able to get links from those sites because we only link to our clients. Okay, so that's backlinks. Let's talk about one more thing, and that's the Google Map Pack. So I'm sure you've seen this before. you got the, you Google a business and you got this map that comes up, and you got 3 featured businesses. So these are really important because they actually get about 30 to 40% of the website traffic that comes from searches like this. So how do you get into these top 3 businesses? Well, one strategy we like to use is called citations. So that's kind of like a backlink, but instead of linking to your website, it goes to your Google Maps listing. And we can basically look at these. We can see what ADT, Texas Solar Pro are doing, and we can, again, just match their strategy and double it. Then there's a few other things we can do, like optimizing your images on your Google Maps profile, optimizing all the different fields that Google lets you fill out, and that's going to start to get you up in those Google Map rankings to get you that extra traffic. All right, so those are those 3 things I wanted to mention. Again, that's your on-site SEO. Got to have that content that uses those keywords. The backlinks, right? We want to match your competitors and then just add way more than what they're doing so we can blow them out of the water. Finally, we have the Google Map Packs, getting into those top 3 featured businesses so you can get that extra website traffic. All right, Skylar, thanks for watching this video. I hope it was valuable to you. If it was, just feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email after you're done watching, and we can talk about the next steps. All right, thanks.